Okay, so now that we have the placket prepped, we're gonna go ahead and sew it on the shirt. Again, I'm using the branch blouse, but you can use the same idea for the Henley too. Just make sure you follow the Henley measurements. So I'm gonna go ahead and find the center of my top because we're gonna align the center with the center of the placket. I'm using my sewing machine as a table. This way I don't move my tripod too much and get you guys all dizzy. So I'm aligning the center with my placket. Make sure everything is nice and straight. It would definitely be easier to do it on a flat surface. I'm just trying to make sure you guys see it without a lot of movement. And just spin it in a couple of places. First step that we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and sew on around the center line. So I'm just double checking to make sure everything is straight, since I wasn't using a flat surface. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and sew around the center on about, that's a 1/4 of an inch away from the center seam, and I'll show you. I'm using black thread so you'll be able to see it pretty well. I've placed this right side together. I'm stopping at the half inch mark from the bottom. Remember earlier we pressed the 1/2 inch mark. I'm going to show you how it looks. I've used black thread so you can see it easily. There you go. So this is how it looks once the center is sewn. Now we're going to take some sharp scissors and cut along the center line. Follow your center marking with the scissors. Cut very carefully. Stop about 1/2 inch away. This is where I'm gonna stop. A little less than 1/2 inch away. Now, turn and cut towards the stitch. Try to get it as close as possible to the stitch without obviously snipping your stitch. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Very sharp, precise scissors are excellent in this case. So now this is with the shirt facing up, the way it's gonna look. So this is the way the first step goes. Now we're gonna go ahead and iron this 1/4 of an inch towards the inside. I'll go give it a quick press and be right back on both sides. So I'll show you what the next step is. Like I said, we've given it a good press. If you need to repress the initial markings, that would work too. So now I'm gonna move to the table so it's easier for you guys to see. Sorry for the wiggling. And we're gonna go ahead and place the shirt with the wrong side up. And we're gonna work on the right side with the wrong side up. And now it's a good time to grab your pins. Move the left side out of the way so you don't accidentally catch anything in there. Okay, so this is out of the way. And then we're gonna go ahead and have this pressed here, and press here. Now, it is very important in this step that you catch the notch. There's a little notch down here, if you can see it, this little notch. It is very important that that is caught with the rest of the fabric. So we're gonna go ahead, lift this up, make sure we catch it with in between the rest of the fabric. This is very tedious. This is probably the most tedious part of making a placket, because you're gonna have to make sure that is caught in there. So I think I'll be right back.